This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome all. Today we're going to see installation of SAP on Windows environment. So what all things we require? We require some files like dump files we require, which we need to download from Service Marketplace. Once you download all things, keep it in a folder. Okay. Once you have everything in place, then decide how to install. There are many ways to install, but today we are going to install all things in on top of VMware. Okay. First you have to install VMware. If you have VMware workstation installed already, okay, then you have to create a system over here. We will start from scratch. Just create new virtual system. It's a 12 version. Okay. This is my path. Where did I have my this dumps of this which dumps this Windows server dump. I kept it here also. I made one new folder. You have to give this path. Okay. Then you have to give next. No need of administration key. Okay. If you want, you can give password for administrator initially, and the password is welcome 123 W capital for the entire course. Okay. You also keep any one password because it asks 10-20 times passwords. If you change any password for any reason, then you will be responsible. Because if you lost password, you have to do everything again and again. What is a good practice? You please keep any one password. Okay, only one password for entire installation. And here you have to choose Windows 2008 Enterprise. See here there are many options. If you take then data center, enterprise core, or web edition, it will not work for you. You have to take 2008 Enterprise Edition. This is compatible for your SAP installations. Okay, continue. Then here you have to give a path. You have to give a virtual machine name. I'll just give ECC dev. Okay. Now you see this carefully, very carefully. I repeat, see this very carefully. Don't put anything in C drive because we nobody has space in C drive any point of time. So if you put in C drive and start installation, what happen? Your installation will go, but it will stop somewhere because it didn't find a proper space to all those things. At the most, if you install also, when you start work, it will end up because there is no space. It requires space to work on. If there is, if few MBs are left, 10 MB, 5 MB, then it's no of use to work. Every day you have to clean the logs. It is not a good environment to work on C drive. What I did, I always prefer to install other than C drive. There is no compulsion. D drive only, whatever drive you have, and in that drive I mentioned yesterday itself 200 GB space is required. Okay, minimum 200 GB space is required to work it properly. Okay, for some next days, for some days. I made a new folder called ECC Dev in D drive. Okay, now I'll do, whatever I'll do, this is the wrong way. Whatever I'll do, it will go and save in ECC Dev. Okay, where I have ample of space. See ECC Dev. Okay, next. keep same configuration. Here number of processor. Okay, we'll take one processor and two cores. It's a 5 core machine, so I take one processor. Inverse processor it will take I take two cores. Now here the main part is very critical part. Here whatever RAM you have, assign 50 GB. Here I have got 16 GB of RAM in my laptop. I assign 8 GB of RAM. I can assign 10 GB also for installation. One installation, then I'll make it 8 GB. I'll make it 8 GB. If you have 8 GB, you have to assign 4 GB. That will not give proper performance. If it is of 16 GB, 32 GB, then it works very fine. But 8 GB also work, but it takes time to load the things all the time. Okay, so 10 I take 10 GB. This I've given 10 GB. Okay, once I complete installation, I'll make it 8 again. Okay, because if I give more RAM over here, it will start installation fast. Okay, the same thing, nothing to change over here, nothing to change. SCSI, nothing to change. And here, create new virtual hard disk or use existing virtual hard disk. Use a physical hard disk. What we will do? We will do create new virtual hard disk. Okay, now I press next. Now plus space. How much space you want? I'll give you 50 GB of space. I'll give 50 GB of space, and here you have to give allocate space now. You have to click on allocate space now. Then it will create one file called vmdk. The extension of VMware is .vmdk. The name which I have given, it was ecc_dev.vmdk. Matlab your machine will recognize it with this name only. Okay, then press next. Now what happened here? See all the configurations. If you want to do any changes, you can do changes. See two CPU cores. Okay, everything is mentioned, and I have taken 2008 R2 64-bit. And you see power on virtual machine after creation. Matlab, once system is ready, it will start installation, and after installation it will start your system automatically. Now you have to click finish. If you have to finish, it will start installation automatically. See, first you create disk, it will start the installation automatically. You have to very carefully choose everything while installation. After installation, we have to do some post steps. So I'll show you the post steps. Just write it down properly somewhere. Those things are must required things on Windows environment. Okay, like setting up a host name, setting up IP address, setting up a loop adapter, disabling a firewall. Okay, all those things. So once you do all those things, then create one drive, D drive also, because when it's installed system, VMware system, it has only C drive. Now what do you require? We require to create one drive called D. Okay, to create one D drive also and allocate maximum space whichever left in our drive. Okay, because I allocate 130 GB space only, but I can give 50 GB and 100 GB space. Okay, then once it's done, then we copy the whole dump of ours to the D drive in one folder. Then we'll install Oracle. Then we install application server. Once everything is done, when everything is done, take from our side, then it will take 4 or 5 hours to complete the installation. We will go till there. Okay.
In current market, all are most of the systems will play Windows or Linux.
Where?
In current market, where you work there.
Sir, I have Windows also. I have Linux also. I have HANA also. It's a big client. Okay. They put me on Windows. They put me some days on Windows. Then they put me some days for upgradation. They put me on Linux. Then HANA, we need to work every day HANA also. Then now again they put it on Windows Me, but because Windows has more tasks, Linux tasks all completed last year properly. Then we have big tasks on Windows now. So I again shifted to Windows. It means what I'm seeing Windows also, Linux also, HANA also. And for Windows, they use this Oracle database for this Linux environment, they use Oracle. Windows, they use SQL. And for HANA, they use HANA database for Linux environment. If you get a chance to work with a big client, you can learn more things in 1 year, 1 or 2 years. But you have to dedicatedly work hard for next 3 months. Okay, you just want to create one clear interview. That's it. This will take 2 to 3 minutes to create a disk. Because I just want to show how to create this. Otherwise, I would have create everything and keep it ready. Windows all. But then you won't able to learn all those things. That's the reason why I just preparing in front of you.
About license part,
What?
license part.
License part, no problem with license. Whenever you install system, you will get system for use for 3 months. Continuously get 3 months. After 3 months, your license will get expired. You have to again install same thing with the same terms.
Normally, user license it will be there in the production or how it is?
No, you don't require any user license. You don't require any license because it's a test server. We are using test server.
No, not here. I'm asking in production environment.
Yeah. Production environment, there is you need to pay money for each user. You need to pay money.
Okay. It will
Whenever
be all users. It will be same or for administration purpose would be different kind of license will be there.
no. Only two licenses available: normal licenses and developer licenses. For ABAP people, they give some special licenses which cost more money, and remaining all users are same, but the roles are different. Basis will assign basis role, FI will get FI role, MM will get MM role. According to their roles and designation, they will work. There is no special charge for basis and there is no special for MMOHD. Only they charge more money for developer licenses, which is required by a ABAPers. And you have to book all those things advance itself. You know your medium company, we are going to do it, these things. You know the process, number of process 150, 121, 200. Then you know okay, if you want to complete all these tasks in next 3 to 4 months, so how many ABAPers you need? If you need 5 ABAPers, take 8 licenses. Because if you order license today, they will give you after some days. So in hurry, you won't get anything. They will take time because they need to serve 190 countries. They will work on FIFO method. You book today, you will get in 1 week's time easily. But if you make like I want today, so they'll say you are in queue, sir. You will get it, pay money, you will get it. But you have to pay everything in advance itself.
Those are subscription or perpetual?
Didn't get you. Come again, please.
Those license are subscription mode they will provide or perpetual?
It's purpose for once you purchase, done. Never to purchase again.
Okay. Approximately how much cost for each license?
Sir, depending upon users, sir. If you purchase 200 users, they will charge some amount. If you purchase 500 users, they charge some amount. If you purchase 5,000 users, they charge some amount of money like that. Actually, is almost cost more than 1 lakh per user.
Oh, okay.
Indian rupee. I'm talking about Indian rupees. So if you tell कि I want 1,000, 2,000, they make some less money also.
Okay.
Because I work for one company where they had like 8,000 users. 8,000 online users all the time, 8,000 online users 24/7, and now I'm working with the client who has, I think, 9,700 users all the time, but that throughout the globe, their business. So all foreign clients having this many users. Like if I work with an Indian company, they do have 150, 200 users because they're working in one shift only as a small manufacturing company or oil company or small construction company. Nowadays, all construction companies are shifted to this SAP only. Like if you take Kalpataru, Oberoi, Hiranandani, Loda, all having this SAP only because the construction business best suits SAP solutions. They have got different software, different functional thing like PS project systems. With that kind of thing, they'll manage 100 construction works with by sitting at single place. They can manage 100 construction sites very easily. Okay, it shows what is required, after 4 days, what is finished in 2 days. If you want to build a 2 floors, what all things are required, it will properly show. So nobody will cheat you also. If you give the things to stores, so they will start working on that and they will build things faster. It will give a proper diagram, proper quotations, proper estimations. That is called a PS, project systems.
Now you are going to be install all database and application into one VM or different?
One VM only, sir. If I
Okay.
have, if I would have a server, big server, huh?
It can be
Tell me.
possible to create one more VM and we can install database in another VM also, right?
Yeah, you can install, sir. If you have a good enough hardware, you can do that.
Okay.
No issues. If you have good enough hardware, you can do that. You have to just give that path, and both should be in same network. Like both VMs should be in same network. You just to give the path. It will read database from there. No issues. Because in the companies also, somebody installs on single server, somebody wants to install on different servers. It's all upon their budget. It's all upon their understandings how to install systems. Okay, now see, it's done. Now installation will start automatically. See what it says. Window is loading files.
In real time, if the company strength users will be more, then application server will be only one. It will be there or any redundancy purpose. Additionally, one more application server will be in place.
I think in architecture topic we discussed this. Natraj, depending upon the users, if you tell SAP, okay, I have having 5,000 users or 3,000 users, depending upon that, they will provide you a servers. Like if one server is not capable of holding more than 800 users all the time, 24/7, then they would suggest you to take one CI central instance and take remaining as a applicant servers, like
Okay.
additional servers. The company I work for, they have got 13 applicant servers, extra 13, one CI and 13 applicant server they have in main production server. Okay, so what happened in the morning peak hours of 500, see 1 minute, I'll select this properly, enterprise. Okay, go to next. Yeah, now it will do. Now what happened? Where we were, yeah. When 2,000 users logged in fraction of 5 minutes, because the shift time starts for all at one time only. If 2,000 people are shift who work in SAP, once they logged in, they punch their card, they go to seat. Okay, first thing they'll do, they'll just check whether SAP is working or not. If it is not working, they'll send a smart mail saying that key I have lots of work, but SAP is not working today, so I was not able to work. Basis, please do something. They'll write a mail in such a way that they will die without that software for that day. Okay, but if you give server, nobody will work. They'll sit ideally, they go to canteen, they do some time pass and all. So what you need to do, you need to keep server always up and running. That's your task. Okay, if anything happening because of hardware RAM, it's not your problem, but your problem. We have to check all things on everyday basis. Key every nothing should get hampered or nothing should get full, by which your system may get disconnected from the live users. Okay, when 2000 users are logged in at a single time, so what SAP does, it will take all users to the dispatcher queue. Okay, when all users in dispatcher queue, it searches, oh, 2000 users are there, FIF method, no problem. It will send first 200 users to first server, second to 200 users to second server. Like that, it distribute. After that, if you see, each server is having same number of users. One server may have 50 more users because it's a CI server. It whenever it get a fraction of millisecond also, it push one user there most of the times. So if you calculate the users among all servers, okay, you see in CI you have more servers than other, and there is no compulsion key. If app 1 has 200 users, to app 2 also 200. It's all depending upon the availability of network, and the availability of dispatcher throwing this process to you. Okay, sometimes some application server get only 50, another gets 150, no issue, but it will distribute everything. Nobody will hamper with that work. That policy as SAP has. So you have no issues, but you have to tell the truth if we have this many users. Then they will suggest to the hardware also, you have to purchase this kind of hardware to sustain this many users on a real-time environment, which is going to work 24/7.
This license need to be assigned manually or by default it will take from the system itself. User license. Who and all are logging in first login, they will get a license. How it will be?
No, not like that. They will give a license copy of 250 users. Okay. When you create one user, two user, 10 users, then you count users left. It shows 250 minus 10, 240 left. The
Okay.
figure will come. Okay. So no need to assign for Mr. A, for Mr. B licenses. Whenever you create one user, it will automatically detect from that lot which is assigned to you. Okay.
Okay.
And when you see only 30-40 users are left, immediately intimate management saying that, sir, we have to purchase license again, because someday you will get 10 users to create, someday 5 users, someday 20 users. It's all depending upon business. It's all depending upon your things. You have to inform like when 40 users are left, because they need to arrange money also for booking new users. So you have to take those things in consideration and inform the management about these things.
Okay. In case any version change, if it is there, the license will be same continuously. It will work for upgrade version, or we need to purchase again for update version.
No need of purchase upgrade or license. You have to install proper tools to upgrade your system. Like yesterday, I shown you two tools. One tool is called SWPM for installation. One tool is called SUM, System Update Manager. And you should know what is the latest version in SUM and what is the latest version in this SWPM. And they have got two versions now,
Okay.
1.0 and 2.0.
Hmm. In SAP, what is the role of Java?
Hmm?
What's the role of Java in SAP? To run the ABAP programs?
No. not to run ABAP programs. Why we use Java? Why we previously there was no Java in SAP. Okay, previously in 1998, 97, if you see, there was no Java. Because of that, many companies are trying to left SAP because other ERPs in very less cost they will get GUI, like anything with mouse, click and drag, good printouts, color printouts, everything you get with that too in very cheap price. If SAP charge 1 rupee, they'll charge only 2 paise, 3 paise only. So that is the difference of cost also. So many people are trying to avoid leave SAP and go to other softwares. Then what SAP has major changes, they introduce GUI kind of thing, like they introduce Java kind of thing, where interaction is more. Then they introduce the dashboards kind of thing. GUI required for graphical user interface. Previously, when you used to install SAP, okay, I don't have any GUI screen. I'm not able to see anything to install Oracle and all. It's all depending upon like whether installation is going well or not. We need to wait for 50 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour. Then you'll get only one message: installation successfully done. Otherwise, you will get one message: installation failed. Why failed? Search logs and again do the things: Anki Vanki, remove, dal, remove, install. But now what happened? You can install Oracle with OS also and with GUI also. In GUI, it will show you the proper screen when to press next, and you can get logs also properly. You can check logs and take action immediately. This all depending upon company environment, which softwares they want, on which environment they would like to work.
Okay.
Java should be latest.
Hmm.
Java should be late. If you keep Java up 2015, you never upgrade your personal laptop and try to install. Tomorrow also when you try to install SAP, if Java is very old, it will not install SAP. One more thing. In SWPM, you have JVM, inbuilt JVM. So Java is not required on your laptops, okay? But when you go to servers, so you need to upgrade a browser and Java also to the latest patch level. Because test server, no requirement. JVM is inbuilt in SWPM for you. Okay. For when you work with a servers, company servers, where internet is not working totally, so you have to do it when you first time internet was there. When you hand over, when they hand over system to you, they will isolate the system from internet. But it will be network, but no internet for production servers mainly.
Balakrishna, if you have any queries, you can ask.
What?
I'm asking
What?
Balakrishna, having any queries, I'm asking to get
Yeah, no
clarified.
problem. Yeah. No problem. Any query, anytime, no problem. So show the message completing the installation. It will take some time because it's launching very fast time. What happened? Why is taking this much time? Why is taking more time? Because it's a local system. Same thing if you do server, it take only 20 minutes because they got different CPUs and different RAM. Those all server based. This is a laptop which has got CPU and RAM with a less read and write capability, which is good for one user. But there you need to work with 4-5,000 users. Na? So depending upon that, they create a CPU. Now this is my first screen, as all of you know. First I'll go to my computer, right click, properties. Here we are setting a virtual memory. See, it will system will take automatically, but if you want to specify manually, you can specify 10 GB. This is the first step you have to set. Apply. Okay. Later. Again, go to same name. Now change the name of our laptop. This is FQDN name. Okay. Dev test. More. I'll give here cp.test.com. Okay. Now the name will be devtest.test.com. Okay. Okay. we have done two things. Okay, we gave smash and we also change the computer name. Now we have to change the password of your admin. Users administrator, set simple password. Set, and you have to do some changes over here. Properties. Here, user cannot change his password. Password never expires. But the password is run for some years, and it will end up after 6 months change password. Okay, and user cannot change password means the password should go the final password. Otherwise, user will change his password if you give permission to him. Then you don't know what is the password. Okay, then we change this also. We do this also. Okay, now what we have to do? Now we have to check the firewall. Windows firewall, and it should be always off. Turn off the firewall. Turn off the firewall. Turn off the firewall. Okay. Okay, we did all major kind of thing. Now we have to set one low IP address. Now how to check the IP address for the system? Just go command config shows 198, 192, something. So we don't want this kind of IP addresses. So what we have to do? First you check IP address of your C drive. Okay. So here search your IP address. Where is my IP address? VMware shows this. So this is my IP address 192.168.0.153. This will land 192.168.0.153, and it shows one more thing here. VMware network adapter 192.168.65.1. How you come to which you are going to take? I'll show you how to check that. Go to VMware. Okay, now here you have to do one thing. Where is the VMware? This is a VMware. Go to VM, go to settings, and here go to network adapter, and you have to use this bridge network. Okay, it will copy same network of your local system, laptop. Now if I press run command prompt here, whatever IP address give, that is your base IP address. So now it gives 192.168.0.134. When you try to copy, so first of all you have to copy this 134 somewhere, write it down somewhere, 0.134, 192.168, 0.134. Okay, Windows IP. Okay, sorry, VMware IP. Okay, now match this with your system. You have to match this one. Like it is 192.168.0.134. 153. This is Windows IP. Okay, VMware Windows IP. Now what we have to do? We have to ping. We have to ping here. Ping and see. Ping 192.168.0.153, which is my VMware IP is 134. No, sorry, 134. It should ping. Okay. See, it is pinging. Okay. It is pinging means we are good to work. We are working good. Okay. Now go here. Now everything is fine from our side. We have to take one small reboot of system of only VMware. Exit from here because the data. Now I'll show you one thing. Here, see, in computer we have only one drive of 30 GB. We have only one drive of 30 GB. We want one C drive or D drive also. Where we copy all the data. Okay. Otherwise, I'll do one thing. I'll copy it here. Restart will take more time. 1 minute. I'll finish it all thing here itself. //192. It's a big problem. My laptop is not taking these keys. Now what to do? The divorce. See dot. Okay, what I'm doing, I try to get this VMware system over here 192.168.0.134 VMware IP. Okay, yes, this is my VMware system. Okay, this is my VMware system, and this is my system where I have dump. I have to copy all this dump over here. Take this dump.
Instead of copying, you can map the network drive and you can start the installation, huh, Rajendra?
No, it will take more time.
On local system only, it may not take more time.
1 minute. Huh?
Hmm.
I tried that once. It take a lot of time.
Is it?
But
Okay.
because reading and writing, it will take more time to read something, write something, read something, write something, and we don't have like this is not SSD hard disk. Okay, this is simple hard
You
disk.
have to should remove that Windows image file from the backup. Windows image file
Tell
also
me.
there, na ISO. That should be removed. Why it is not required, no? 2008 server.
Yeah, 2008 I have. Tell me what happened to that.
That is also copying into VMware.
No, I just want because I copy that and show you to you how you come to know what all configuration we need to do.
Okay.
But the play because I need to show now. If I show direct system and installation, then now I tell you to install. After giving this video also, you try doing installation. You see how many hurdles you find while installation.
Okay.
Now we have explanation, total videos, all you have. Now today I'll send it after 4 or 5 o'clock. I'll send it to you, everybody, these videos. By that time you download and it keeps things ready with you. Then you start the installation. Okay, take your time.
Okay. Okay.
I'll join 5 minutes. Huh? I've
Yeah.
copied
Can
it.
we
I'll
get
join 5 minutes.
7.5 down?
Huh?
Can we get 7.5 down? So
No, 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 no.
SAP.
No, no, no. Nobody will give you 7.5 because if I download anything from my ID, I have to accountable to my auditor. Why I did download that, from for what reason.
Okay.
You also, when you become business consultant, you if you are working for some company, then you have to answerable to auditors always. Marketplace open for basis only, and if they ask, if your system is having 7.3, okay, and you download 7.5, then you have to answer why you did so. If your system is on 7.5, you download it, no problem. You tell, okay, sir, we have installed this, and I just want to check on test server, so I did all these things. But if any answer is unmatchable with your query, then you will be in big trouble. Even you cannot download any patch which does not suit to your version. Okay, if some of a friend called and tell ki please download this patch for me, and you download and give it to him, then you will be in trouble after some days. If audit comes, if they align properly all those things, they will keep you in trouble. Okay, don't do all these things. Even never share your user ID password to any of your friend, any of our colleague at any cost. You can lose your job also. That is more precise things to use. Okay,
Okay.
just give me 5 minutes. I'll join. Okay. Okay, it's done now. Now if you see in VMware, we need to get all these files. See, dump file is here, okay? We're getting all dump files in one go only. Now what we need to do, we need to restart this VMware system and install, create a D drive over here, okay? For that, you need to shut down the system. Now go to hard disk, add hard disk, next, SCSI, next, create new disk of, will take 90 GB, okay? Because I don't have much space, because I used to install this every month, okay? I don't have any issues. But for you, you are going to work it for next 2 to 3 months on this only, so you have more space, okay? Next, see VMware ECC 0. Previously it was ECC dev, now it's 0. But that's a D drive. Finish. Okay. Now see, I have got one drive of 50 GB, one drive of 90 GB. Now what I'll do, I'll just start my virtual system. So still you are doing only one drive, but you had this D drive also we have. We'll see where it is. Go here, go to computers, go to manage, go to storage, disk management. See 50 GB, 90 GB. See, first thing you have to see is offline, make it online. First thing you have done, it is not initialized. Right click and make it initialize. Okay, now it's online. Okay, now go here. is taking E drive by default. Take E drive only. Okay. NTFS E drive finish. Now see 90 GB NTFS is showing partition. Now if you go to your my computer, you can able to see D drive also over there now. See computer, C drive and D drive. Okay. What we will do, we will now copy our dumps to the E drive. I just need export BW Oracle SAR. I don't want this ISO file now. See within a drive, it will take few minutes to copy. It will take very less time to copy now. Now we have done everything. OS is ready. Media is ready. Now we have to follow the steps. First we need to install Oracle. Okay. Go to dump. It's copying file now. Okay.
Rajendra, you enable remote and you take remote desktop. The screen visibility will be bigger.
From where remote?
For this computer, right click properties. No, here only. VM itself. VM itself, take computer properties. Yeah. No, not drive properties. Take left side computer
Okay.
icon is there.
Yeah.
There right click properties.
Nothing comes 1 minute. Huh? In VMware, is there
No,
any
not
other option?
yeah, here only. Go to the computer properties. No, on VM itself.
Okay.
Right click properties. Go to remote settings.
But we are going to take remote of this server only.
Yeah, the screen visibility will be appear bigger for us. Enable allow the connections. Second option below. Turn OK. Apply OK. Go to virtual machine, Windows machine, and take MSTS. Yeah, you minimize here. Take remote desktop, MSTS. Give this IP only 134. You given 92 instead of 192.
Arey. Okay. $92, $168, $0, $134.
Yeah,
Okay. So I'm also wondering why it takes so much time.
yeah. Just enter the password.
Yeah.
Entered wrong password it seems.
No, 1 minute. So we have to remember only one password only. Otherwise, this creates many problems.
Now we can able to see the full screen. It seems it is copied.
I'll see 1 minute. Is copied or not. No. Now we have the dump C drive. Okay. Now first step, what we need to do? Very carefully, we need to install Oracle. Okay. Just click on Oracle database and the setup. Okay. Now you see the GUI. Previously, when we don't have GUI, it installed here. If you have GUI, it means it will show you one GUI screen where you can choose the options. That is only because of your Java. See, this is your this is came because of the Java only. Don't give any email ID. Okay, don't give the support also, or they will starting sending you mails. Okay, yes. You want support updates? No, this is not licensed software. So you don't require support. Create and configure database. Install database software only. Upgrade and existing software. You have to just install. Okay. You have to do single installation. No rack anything. Choose English. Here enterprise edition, standard edition, personal edition. You have to take enterprise edition only. Don't change the path. Okay. Don't change the path.
Indra, this SAP user management can be integrated with the Active Directory.
Come again.
This SAP user management can be integrated with the Active Directory.
No, those are Windows users. These are SAP users. We
It cannot be
can
integrated.
no. Because OS users are different and SAP users are different. If you integrate for any reason, then they will ask money for this user also, no? Where you are getting all these free users. If you integrate your all Windows admin to this SAP, it's of no use only. We have one ADS server, Active Directory Service server we have in SAP. Okay, when you if you have 500 users or 3000 users in SAP ECC, if you want to take all those users to next server like SRM, CRM or HR portal, that we do integration internally within the systems. But you never think of combining your OS users to the SAP user. It's not a good logic. What do you
No, no,
think?
intention is that if any of the joiner join into the company, HR team itself they have to create the login ID and those details if they could enter from their end, the ID should be created in the AD itself. It can be possible or how it is?
No, it is not possible. It is not possible. You have to create because each user costs you more than lakh rupee. So it requires many approvals. You have to test it thoroughly. What you create, who created. After testing also required. Okay, it's not trash. If you get a mail today for creation of user, not like you create in 5-10 minutes. Take your time properly, because if you create any one wrong transaction, then company has to pay money. And in production server, you are not able to delete any user. In production server, SAP is not allowing to delete any user. If you don't require any user, just deactivate user ID. How to deactivate? Create user ID and give him a pass date. Like today is what, 14th or 15th something, 7, 8. To give 6th of the same month, then he'll automatically deactivate. Otherwise, creation of user ID and expiration user ID keep on same time, same date. So from next day morning, he will be deactivated. Deactivated means as good as delete. Deactivated means as good as delete. Because when SAP runs tool every March and every October, they run one tool to you for audit purpose. At that time, they come to know how many users you created, how many users were deactivated, how many users were deleted in production server. They'll come to know in 5 minutes only. They come to know what all roles you have created, for whom you give this super access, SAP or SAP new. And in finance, we have major access for all leading transactions, and they will give some tips to remove some authorization objects from the leading user IDs. Even some users have more authorities, but they don't know how to use. If somebody knows, he will be able to do some disasters in our offices. So what SAP suggests, each in every time whenever they come for audit, they mainly concentrate on FI transactions and FI entries, which will impact the whole business in no time. Every time when you create role, create it. But if a auditor found any issues, because you don't know the much about the authorization objects in the roles, by which activity what happened to this, but what entry will go debit where, credit where, we never know. They just give triggers, we assign them. But accountant knows it properly, but auditors know, account auditors know properly. If this transaction goes, if to any user, they may what transactions and what type of transactions he can make in system. They the trigger is there, but they make it totally authorization to some of the functionality, and they remove some functionality of that particular transaction code. Those level audit will be done in all companies, not many companies. If it is finance traded company or big company, they will keep audit 6 months one time. It's a small company, they'll keep 1 year audit one time. So here what is the condition? Here message should come. Oracle installation complete successfully. Till then, don't move from here. See, the message comes. The installation of Oracle database was successful.